Mexico is a country that will take your breath away. It's a country that has something to please absolutely everyone, from endless sunshine to stunning scenery, beautiful sandy beaches, gourmet cuisine, culture, art, festivals, mountains, and so much more. So important are Mexico's ancient Aztec and Mayan sites and historic colonial cities that many have been designated as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, ensuring they'll remain unchanged for generations to come. Here are the 12 best places to visit in Mexico. In today's video, we're excited to present the 12 best places to visit in Mexico. Stay till the end, because most tourists miss out on the best places we're about to reveal. Number 1. Cancun and the Mayan Riviera. For many first-time visitors to Mexico, their first stop is Cancun, or the beach towns up and down the coast known as the Mexican Caribbean or Riviera Maya. Cancun Airport is the second busiest airport in the country, all because tourists flock to the powder white beaches, all-inclusive resorts, and endless activities. The top destinations in the Mexican Caribbean are Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, and the island of Cozumel. But you can find a number of other small destinations worth visiting, such as the small village of Puerto, the small island of Isla Mujeres, and the stunning turquoise lake, Laguna de Bacalar. My favorite thing to do in the Riviera Maya is pop in and out of small coastal towns to escape the hustle and bustle of the main cities. Puerto Vallarta is a must for its white sand beaches, sandy streets, outdoor cafes, and small shops. I also really love the village of Bacalar, which is located above the lagoon. Head here for raw, unspoiled nature, epic sunsets over the lake, and an up-and-coming boutique hotel scene. Number 2. Teotihuacan. Located 50 kilometers northeast of Mexico City, Teotihuacan is home to some of the largest and most impressive pyramids on Earth. While its origins and the identity of its founders are shrouded in mystery, the city has since become one of America's most fascinating and influential cities. At its peak in the first half of the first millennium, the sprawling metropolis boasted countless buildings as well as large temples and palaces, squares and arenas. Although it was abandoned by the time of the Aztecs, they named the ruined city Teotihuacan, or birthplace of the gods, as they believed the universe was created here. While its star faded long ago, the power of the ancient Mesoamericans is still on display in the vast and amazing archaeological site. Well-preserved frescoes and buildings can be found along the famous Walk of the Dead. The massive Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon are two of its prominent attractions. Number 3. Tulum. The ruins of Tulum are a walled Mayan city on a rocky outcrop overlooking the Caribbean on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. The site is modest in scale and was built during the post-classic period, when Maya culture was in decline, and thus lacks the splendor of other famous Maya ruins. Tulum's most impressive building is the 25-foot-tall 7.5 El Castillo castle set atop a cliff. It was once covered with stucco and painted. A small shrine appears to have been used as a beacon for incoming boats. On the beach below, where the canoes docked, tourists combine a visit to the Mayan ruins with a dip in the Caribbean Sea. It is important to know that there are actually 3 distinct areas known as Tulum, located near each other but not close enough to walk and visit. Number 4. Mexico City. A trip to Mexico would not be complete without a visit to its bustling capital, Mexico City. Located on the central Mexican plateau, this city is a haven for delicious food, monuments and skyscrapers, upscale bohemian neighborhoods, and endless shops and museums to explore. Bosque de Chapultepec is a park spread over thousands of acres around the rocky Chapultepec mountain. It is perched atop a rampart overlooking the park and is a wonderful place to spend a sunny afternoon. Stay in the charming, tree-lined neighborhoods of Polanco, Condesa, or Roma to experience a small-town vibe in bustling Mexico City. You'll find safe, walkable streets with shops, cafes, parks, nightlife, and galleries to keep you entertained on your visit. Number 5. Mayan Ruins. If you're interested in stories of long-gone civilizations that performed shocking human sacrifices, centered their ancient cities around sacred sites and cave systems, and built amazing structures out of stone that still stand today, you can't visit Mexico without visiting the Mayan ruins. Ancient Mayan ruins are found throughout Mexico, especially concentrated on the Yucatan Peninsula and its three states Quintana Roo, Yucatan, and Campeche. Although some sites are more famous than others, Chichen Itza, they are all incredibly interesting to visit. From huge pyramids and temples to structures that once served as royal palaces and playgrounds, there are endless things to explore when you visit the pre-Columbian settlements of the Maya. Number 6. The magical towns Pueblos Magicos. Mexico's Pueblos Magicos, or magic towns, are special towns designated as top destinations for travelers who want to immerse themselves in the true spirit of the country, its culture and history. Often colorful and worthy of a 1 to 2 day stay, Pueblos Magicos may be your favorite part of a trip to Mexico. These magical cities boast the best food, cool architecture, historic ruins, local art, and top-notch hospitality that make them great places to visit in Mexico. The Mexican government began promoting these cities in 2001, naming the first 3. There are now 132, and the list continues to grow of these magical cities in Mexico, each offering a unique yet similar charm tied to the country's storied history and the energy, creativity, and beliefs of its people. Larger-than-life legends and myths, extensive history, ancient ruins, colorful architecture, thriving industries and local trade, and natural beauty are all reasons a city can be named to the Pueblos Magicos list. Number 7. Chichen Itza. Located on the Yucatan Peninsula, Chichen Itza is the most famous, most visited, and most fascinating of the country's many Mayan sites. This is somewhat ironic because its most famous structures lack typical classic Maya architecture, but show strong influences from other civilizations from central Mexico. Although the scorching sun and teeming crowds may deter some people, it is not without reason that the stunning archaeological ruins were chosen as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Built between the 9th and 12th centuries, the once great city covers a vast area, with many of its buildings, temples, and palaces still in remarkably good condition. These feature a variety of architectural styles and offer a fascinating insight into the Mayan civilization. A definite highlight is the Pyramid of Kukulkan, or El Castillo, which is the site's most famous landmark. The stone terraces of the hulking temple dominate Chichen Itza and are cleverly constructed to give the illusion of snakes crawling up the side of the pyramid. Most tourists visit Chichen Itza as a day trip, especially from Cancun or Mérida, but it is also possible to stay a night or two. Number 8. Oaxaca. Oaxaca de Juárez, also known as Oaxaca or Oaxaca City, is the capital of the Mexican state of Oaxaca and one of the most wonderful places to visit in the country. Tourists who visit here end up wishing they had booked a longer stay and planned to return sooner. Once you arrive, you'll quickly start to feel like a local because the city is small, easy to walk and navigate. Fall into a rhythm of walking to the Zócalo, your choice of public plaza with great restaurants, street food vendors, and cool historic architecture. Oaxaca's art scene is fantastic, and you'll find lots of small galleries and museums to explore as you walk through the city. Number 9. Puerto Vallarta. If you're looking for lively beaches, nightlife, and a vibrant surfing scene that gives the city a unique laid-back feel, explore coastal Puerto Vallarta in Mexico's Jalisco state. Active lifestyles here contrast with the historic architecture and winding cobblestone streets of the city center. Sightseeing in Puerto Vallarta is rewarding, with Parroquia Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe, an intricately designed church in the center, the famous buoy on a seahorse sculpture, and the El Malecón boardwalk creating plenty of areas to see what makes the city great. You'll enjoy an hour or two at the Qual River Flea Market, where a range of vendors are set up with delicious food, drink, crafts, and artwork. Number 10. Los Cabos. Considered the marlin sport fishing capital of the world, Los Cabos has rapidly grown in popularity over the past few decades as one of Mexico's top tourist destinations due to its beautiful resorts, excellent scuba diving, whale watching experiences, and lively festival scene. Located in the Mexican state of Baja California Sur, Los Cabos consists of 2 cities, San Jose and San Lucas, divided by 20 miles of scenic highway known as the Corridor. The old mission town of Cabo San Jose is a traditional Mexican town with colonial architecture and a relaxed, laid-back vibe, while Cabo San Lucas is Mexico's fastest-growing tourist destination, with luxury resorts, upscale restaurants, championship golf courses, and glitzy parties. The Vision San Lucas is a hot spot for water sports, including scuba diving, parasailing, snorkeling, and glass-bottom boat tours. Number 11. Acapulco. Once a popular destination among spring breakers, Acapulco is the largest city in the state of Guerrero. This large beach resort town sits on a semicircular bay and is characterized by traditional architecture on one side and luxury high-rise hotels on the other. The beautiful beaches are Acapulco's main crowd puller. Most of the popular beaches such as Hornos, Icacos, Papagayo, and Tamarindos are found along the bay known as Las Costera. Favored for their cleanliness and direct oceanfront location, Langosta and Caleta beaches are also good choices. Those interested in more than just the beach will find Fort San Diego an interesting tour for its historic buildings and on-site museum detailing the area's history. Another good museum is the House of Masks, which displays a collection of masks from around the world. Shaded by palm trees, the city's main square is where tourists can visit an impressive cathedral, watch street performers, eat at cafes, shop, and experience local culture. Number 12. Taxco. Surrounded by mountains, valleys, and mountains, Taxco is set in a very scenic location about 170 kilometers southwest of Mexico City. Apart from beautiful landscapes and breathtaking views, the city is also known for its colonial architecture and intricately carved silverware. Presiding over everything is the beautiful Baroque architecture of the Cathedral of Santa Prisca, the symbol and main site of the city. From the top of its bell tower, you can get a bird's-eye view of the stunning panorama of Taxco's surroundings, as well as the narrow, steep streets that wind down the hillside. Much of the city was built from the wealth obtained from the nearby mountains. Great silver jewelry can still be bought today. Nowadays, however, Taxco's economy is mainly based on the steady flow of tourists who come to explore its rich history, culture, and architecture. Holy Week is a good time to visit Taxco because there is an All Souls procession where residents come to show their faith.